Hello, rail fans, and welcome to episode 3 of our 2023 Southwest United States vacation. This one, we're going to start out here in Artesia, New Mexico. Artesia is just south of Roswell. We were making our way north to Roswell, heard the train horn, and just decided to do a quick dive to the first place that we could see visibility of the railroad tracks. Just barely got the camera out the window and turned towards the train and managed to catch this. So this one's going to be all hopper traffic. And so I don't know if it is grain cars or something else with hoppers, but they look like some older hoppers. So I know here in the east, a lot of times those are phosphate trains maybe. So not exactly sure. Not sure if loaded or empty. Wonderful consist though. So up front, we got a BNSF 6326 in the lead. That's an ES44AC. Then we got a Canadian National 8809 and SD70M-2, followed by a BNSF 5507, a C44-9W. Out the back, we're going to have two more units, BNSF 7306 and ES44DC, and a Canadian Pacific 7047, an SD70 ACU rebuild that was originally an SD94. Actually, I wrote this down wrong. An SD9043 Mac. So again, pretty cool, neat consist to see some different variants of foreign power there. Also nice to see some of those EMD units get away from the normal GE units. Where we dove into here is right next to a restaurant, and so this silver ram pulls up. She runs in to grab some food and comes back out. So apologize for having them in the view, but with where we were and the options available to us, this was the best we could do. We're going to have 3 more trains in this video from New Mexico as well as Arizona. So I'll jump out here, let you hear the rear locomotives, and be back in just a minute to describe the next one. Alright, so on to train number 2 here. This one is a couple of days later, on May 10th. We caught this one in Deming, New Mexico. Deming is west of Las Cruces. So after we had been in Artesia back on the 8th, we went to Roswell that night. Got up the next morning, went to the Roswell UFO Museum, saw some of the sights there, went over to White Sands. Also visited Smoky Bear Historical State Park while we were over in that region, and then came down and stayed in Las Cruces before picking up on the 10th and headed over towards Arizona. So this one's a good manifest train. This is right off I-10. So for this drive we were following I-10, and there's lots of frontage roads, exits that dump you off on parallel roads, so we were able to jump off, get ahead of this train, and then capture it on its westbound move. Led up by 3 UP locomotives, 5287 and AC45 CCTE, 9075 and SD70AH, and 3899 and SD70M. Going to have 2 DPUs at the rear, 7038 and AC4460CW, and 5388 and AC45 CCTE. Alright, this is that same day, May 10th. Caught this one in San Simon, Arizona, also off I-10. So San Simon is just a few miles east of Bowie, Arizona. Or Bowie, not sure exactly the pronunciation there, but that is the fictional hometown of the Rambo character. So we had a planned stop there anyway. They have a little gas station there with a mural of Rambo on it, so I wanted to just stop and get a quick pic of that. Thought it was pretty interesting. And just before we got there, we passed another westbound manifest train, got ahead of it, jumped off here at San Simon to capture it. This one's lit up by UP 9007 and SD70AH with Norfolk Southern 9933 trailing second, a C40-9W, and then UP 7281 and AC44CW in some really old faded paint of the pre-American flag era. So pretty cool to see those units. And then at the rear, we're going to have a single locomotive, UP 7390 and AC4460CW. So from here, we're going to make our way a little further west, and then we're going to dip down to Tombstone, Arizona. We took in a live show of the shootout at the OK Corral. Really cool if you're ever there. It's about $9 for a ticket, but it's about a 30-minute live show. The actors do a really good job. Pretty cool, pretty interesting show. You sit there on bleachers and kind of watch, and then just outside of that play area is the actual location of the shootout, and they've got mannequins standing in place where each of the participants was, and a lot of explanation, a lot of storyboards, different things. So definitely a cool place to stop and visit. Highly recommended. From there, we're going to head north, and we're going to hit Benson, Arizona, and that'll be the place where we capture the next train. Now, full disclosure, we're only going to capture the front piece of that next one. We'll explain a little bit more when we get to that one. Here we are in Benson, Arizona. We're going to catch the front end of this eastbound UP intermodal. Quite honestly, we were very hungry. We had looked up some Yelp reviews and found the Horseshoe Cafe and Bakery, which is actually where this video was taken from, right by their front door. The Horseshoe's been there since 1936. Excellent food. If you are ever in Benson, Arizona, or anywhere nearby, take a stop, visit the Horseshoe. You will not regret it. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the thumbs up below to give us a like. Also, please click on the Rusty Boxcar logo on the right side of the screen to get a subscription to the channel. And send us a comment. Really enjoy reading all your comments, and I try to respond to each one of them. Thanks, and have a nice day.